Okay, we're going to do this part number 15 now. It's a little more difficult. This is actually the valve cam. I didn't. I named the last one valve cam, but it was actually the connecting rod for the valve. This is actually the valve cam. This hole right here actually is where the crankshaft runs through. So when this cam rolls around, it's going to lift the valve up and down. So we'll get started on this one, and I'll give you the dimensions. I'm just going to start with my part template. I'll do a file, save as, and this is part 15. You can see I've already done it a few times. I just call it part 15 video. Yeah, why not? So we're going to start again with just a circle in the ZX mode. And this one has a diameter of 1.325. Zoom in on that. We're going to put another circle inside this one. This one has a diameter of 1.1185. Oops, in the radius mode here. 1.1185. Doesn't like me. There we go. So this inner one is going to extrude in this direction. The outer one will extrude in this direction. So we're going to take our extrude tool, and rather than using face, if I select the face, you'll notice it just gets the outside ring, and I'd have to select both of them. I'm going to use my chain and just select this outer ring, hit enter. And this one we're going to extend forward a distance of 0.1. We'll spin it around just so we're easy to get it. Hit the extrude again with the chain, hit enter. We're going to extrude this one a distance of 0.190. Okay. Now we're going to take our circle tool again, and what I want to do, I'll roll this to an isometric. There we go. We're going to still, what I want to do is lock on this face, so just hit the mark, and now I'm going to find the center point right down here, but what I want to do is just kind of move along this line. It's going to be an offset, and I actually want to move in this direction to the left, right along that x-axis. I'm going to hit a left mouse button. I'll move this later anyway. And this one has a diameter of 0.75. Now we'll take our extrusion tool, and I want to grab it by the edge, hit enter. And we're going to extrude this one a distance of 0.375. If we roll this up to a front view now, we can see that this is offset. If we look back at our actual drawing, you'll see that it's inside the big circle, but just outside the inner circle that's on the back side. So that's fine. We just need to move it in the right position. So I'm just going to take my dimensioning tools. We'll find center point of this circle, the center point of this circle. Oops. Come on. There we go. I'll just pull this out. So that distance needs to be 0.235. Oops, I've got a conflict. So I'm going to, yeah, I know. We'll try it again. I'm going to drop my live rules. Sure might. There we go. So now it's in the right position. They say when you start drawing and you get issues with live rules, really people starting out with this program really should, it's probably better to just turn all of live rules off until you need them, because by default it just comes up with the live rules active. We're going to drill a hole through this thing. The hole diameter is 0.5. It's going to go all the way through, so it says through all, and say OK. We'll just move it. There we go. And there's the center point. Left click and right click. Back circle got offset somehow. I don't know how that happened. Must have been when I dropped the live rules. Let's see if I can do the backside. This one actually should be centered. Fixed it. I'll be danged. Okay. Well, whatever I did, I made it work anyway. So there we have it. We've got 2 more holes, actually 3 more holes to put in this. I'm just going to roll this to an isometric. And what we need to do is just, we'll do the difficult one first. See if I can get at the so what I want to do is select my hole tool. Actually, what I want to do is select my coincident plane, and I'm going to zoom way out on this so I can get a hold of this plane right here and just pull it out. Fine. I just want to be able to use that. And I'll delete it later. So we're going to take our hole tool. This is a threaded hole. Has a it's a 1/4-28 UNF. Goes all the way through. Make sure it says to hole extent. Take out that 2 so it will actually label it correctly. We're going to say OK. I'm going to lock to this plane, and I'm going to roll this around to a either view that shows the side. And now this will, because I'm locked to that plane, it will drill it straight through. And I want to come out here so I can find that center point. I just want to bring it in, and then we'll position it exactly later. So there's our hole. If I take my dimension tool now and go from this edge to the center of the hole, I know that that distance needs to be 0.1875. Perfect. I'm going to select this plane and just delete it because it's messing up my... Now we have 2 more holes. We're going to put one on the top and one on the bottom. And so I'm going to unlock this plane. We're going to go to our hole These are two smaller holes, so we're going to go down, say threaded. This is actually a number 10. It's up here near the top, 32 UNF. Again, all the way through or to hole extent, and say, oh, this is kind of important to kick this in so that when we do automatic hole dimensioning, it doesn't put in a finite depth on it even though we're going all the way through. Hit OK, and what we're going to do is just place this hole right here for now. I'm going to go over and roll this up to this view, and to make it easier, I'm just going to put this hole in its proper position. From the center line of this hole to this hole is actually a distance of 0.235. Oops, went the wrong way, didn't I? Yep. Just want to get rid of this. If I can send it that way, negative 0.235. This ought to send it into a coma. Okay, I can't do that. I just want to delete it. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm going to select that piece. I want the hole. Just going to move it over here. This will work. Now, center of that circle, center of this circle. Oops. Should be 0. This should be centered from that circle. Keep messing up. There we go. There. Now it's centered. So I knew it should be just off this piece here. And the distance from the center point of this circle, the center point of this circle, should be 0.425. Perfect. Now if we select this circle again, I should say threaded hole. And what I want to do is select the copy option. We're going to grab it here and pull it straight down, a distance of 0.85. So now we've got our threaded holes, and we're going to go set our properties on this now. It's going to say material will be brass. Apply that to the model. There we go. Nice. And then we're going to do file properties. Summary will be, this is the valve cam. And it is project 15. Okay. File save. And then, as you've done in the past, you're going to bring it into your sheet. You should have a copy of this with your dimensions on it in Blackboard. Go down, double click here. This is going to be R11. So everything will get re-entered to the right order. So that's it. That is your valve cam. And the next part we're going to do is part 16, which is the valve cam cover plate. I'm not sure exactly what the name is, but we'll do that one next.